Okay, mic is working. Okay, there we go. Excuse me. Hey yo! Oh Jesus, that's loud. Hang on. Hey yo, let's go! Welcome back to another stream of Final Fantasy 14, aka Legend of the Laggard Dragon Dawntrail, episode 42. My bad. Crafting Bond, part 3, or rather the final. I'm your host, Bricks Like a Kitty, your favorite intergalactic wrestler of light. Okay, we're finally down to the last of the crafting and gathering storylines here in Mickey, I think is how you pronounce it. But we're down to the final one, and apparently I probably should have done this during Valentine's Day, but unfortunately yesterday I was out visiting my family, so I couldn't stream yesterday. Same gonna be for next Saturday, because I gotta have to pick up my other family from the airport, so probably only gonna stream on Sunday. And on Sunday I think I might do some, not Final Fantasy 14, I think I might do something different, maybe some WWE 2K25, because I still need to redo the storyline to see what stuff that I did miss and unlock on that. But anyway, enough further about that. Like always, we're going to be taking breaks in between, because as you can see right here, I'm trying to collect crystal paste for Geralt over here to collect for the Phantom Weapon. So we're probably going to be doing one of these ones, the Expert, High Level, Trial, and no more. And I think we're going to be going with probably Paladin. Oh yeah, look, that is so clean. I love this glamour so much. Alright, we're going to be probably doing that with Paladin in between, so to keep things interesting and not just, because the Gather storyline is going to go by fast. Like, I'm going to be honest, if we have enough time, or if I'm feeling like it, we'll probably continue on with collecting that crystal paste up to maybe 300 or so, and then, because I think I'm at the final, I'm in the step, not before the final step, but a step before the final. I'm messing up right now. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous, if you couldn't tell. I'm a step before the final step, so I need to collect 300 and then another extra 600 after that. And I don't think I'm going to be able to continue on doing the stream for that long, and but we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, okay, so let's get to the gather stone. As you can see, hang on, let me see. Look at this. I got the perfect glamour for gathering and for crafting, apparently, because look at this. I love this shirt. Look at this. Looks like I'm wearing a Bucky shirt. I've never been to a Bucky before because I live in the West Coast. So anyway, let's get to it, shall we? Apparently these two are these two are really, really gay for each other. So I be the judge of that, because I am very blind to this type of relationships, as I come to notice, because I didn't notice that with Raul. So the previous storyline, I didn't notice that that Papawani and the sexy muscly Hrothgarly were supposed to be like romantically linked. So I'll be the judge of this one because I didn't get it the first time. So anyway, hopefully they're very, very gay for one another, and we'll just have to wait and see. So anyways, you're the man who plucks the finest of the land's offerings with their own hands, am I right? Aha! I knew it from the moment I set your eyes upon you. I share the same passion, in fact, or at least I used to. I can tell because you're kinda old there, buddy. For many happy years, I did work as an employee of the Chinese Apothecary, gathering only specimens of the utmost quality. Alas, such work wears the body, and mine has about had its fill. Every day, my knees and back make new cries and protests, and so I have decided to leave this business to the younger hands. And yours look fine to succeed me. Maybe even surpass me, I reckon. You'll find my old position in Chinese apothecary nicely. You will find it, won't you? I hate for Shayuni to be left alone to prop up such a bustling business, considering the opportunity. I promise you'd be hard-pressed to find a better man to work for. You can find him at the far end of the marketplace. At least go and see what he's about, would you? Oh, it's a little loud. Is this louder? Hang on, let me check the volume. Alright, let's alright, there we go. Hopefully it's not too low on over there on Twitch. So because it's loud over here on my end, so that's why I'm lowering the volume. Hopefully it's not too much. Hang on, I forgot to also alright, there we go. Oh, so that's what that sounds like. And let's go with that. Somewhere around there. There we go. Alright. Not gonna sound good for trials and stuff, but hopefully it sounds better in better on the stream. So anyway. I had it really loud because I really like listening to the Arcadian Raid. Like damn, those songs slap hard. Also, oh, here they are. Here he is. Alright, how gay are you? Alright. Oh, hello there. Apologies for not noticing you. A merchant work is endless, you see, and I find myself short-handed these days. Good lord, he is the twinkiest bunny boy I've ever seen. Alright, welcome to Shehuni's Apothecary, friend. Are you searching for something specific? Perhaps one of my displays has caught your eye. Well, actually, I'm here for work. And oh, damn, this guy's ready to go. Holy shoot! Jewels, crystals, metals. Damn. I've seen that look before. You're wondering just what sort of shop this is. To put it simply, I purveyor in goods which promote a healthy body and mind, herbs to cleanse mild ailments, and incense to cleanse the senses, stones to massage aching shoulders, much more, as you can see. Naturally, this requires the use of various plants and minerals, which possess uncommon, and some would even say mystical properties, which I acquire from discerning and trusted gatherers. However, the flow of goods has recently slowed to a trickle, and I found it difficult to keep my shelves stocked. You may find my selection somewhat wanting, if I am being honest. How so? Oh, so you must be the gatherer of rope we spoke of. Are you here to offer your services? Of course, I am more than grateful for the help. I hope this is the start of a mutual, pleasant relationship, Rex. Excuse me, but are you the proprietor of the shop? Is it true that you are the Shatona of the Shatona tribe? Oh, wow. And here's another twink. Goddamn. Yes, on both counts. What brings you to Shaniu's, apothecary, friend? I'm an Uvo. Oh, shit. Oh, this is gonna be a hard-ass name to... Okay. Oh, he's from... Okay. Alright, let's see how you pronounce... I am Uvo Oh, why the fuck... Okay. Ga, because I know the H isn't ha. Ju. Oh my god, that F is that F and V is effing me over, and I cannot, for the life of me, my brain cannot decide which letter to pronounce first, or what not to pronounce. Joseph. Oh, you know, I'm calling him Jahar. Fudge, dude. This is causing me to have dyslexia, bro. Alright. I'm calling just Yuval. Okay. I'm just calling you Yuval. I am Yuval. I hail from the village in Kugumia, located in the eastern continent of Orsord. Oh, he's supposed to be, Eastern. Okay, that explains the music. I was traveling through the great continents in an effort to expand my horizons, when I learned of people similar to the Viera who live in Tyrol. I wished to learn all I could of them, so I boarded the first ship across the sea I could find. Once I ported, I asked where I might find any Shatona, and I was pointed here. Please allow me to serve you. Oh, damn. Very direct. Okay, they're very gay. Alright, I can hunt, I can fight, I can gather. Surely one of my skills can be of use. All I ask in return is that you teach me of your people. What a day this has turned out to be. One moment desperate for help, the next spoiled for choice. Uvo, was it? I know you've come far, and I can sense your sincerity. But my conviction doesn't fetch so high a price. Simply purchase one of my wares, and we can chat for as long as you like. Okay. This is getting awkward. Well, it is very gay because I could feel the sexual tension between them. I have no money. Oh, never mind. Not even a single coin. I spent my very last for hiring a ship to bring me here. Ah, then I can't very well expect your custom, can I? Broke bunny boy, of course. Apologies for the interruption, Rex. Where were we? Ah, yes. Would you agree to a small test of your talents before we begin our work in earnest? I guess so. Sorry about the burp. Alright. I suppose they'll be testing you too. That is, of course, assuming you still wish to work with me. Of course. I am at your disposal. You only need to tell me what to do. Oh boy. Alright then. Then your task is simple. Bring me goods that I can sell to eager customers. There's no better way to take stock of your talents. Hey, first quest complete. Well, that was a simple task. Shayun's pocket theory. Alright. Alright, where's he at? So alright, right off the bat, this story, I can already tell that is a submissive bottom if I've ever saw one. And he's taller than him. Oh my gosh. No wonder this is very popular on Twitter. Good God, it's usually the short one's the submissive one, but a tall submissive bunny boy and a short dominant bunny boy. Of course, this is gonna be popular. All right. Anyway, let's see how let's go to the next one. Shall we get started? I wanted both of you to head to Okupacha and bring me an assortment of the most popular stables. Namely, I'm looking for a machka, a plant with imparts unflagging vigor and spring tone, which is used to warm the body and soothe aches in the muscle. You can bring me whichever is easier for you to gather. Either will sell just as quickly since this is only a trial. Let's start with, say, 6 or so. 6 springstones from Ukupacha, understood. I shall return with haste. Wait, does he know where Ukupacha is? I don't think he does. Alright. Let's see what collect. Alright, we gotta collect these. Okay. So, let me see. Okay. Alright, screw you too. Oh my god. Alright, how do I? Alright, Shayun's Apothecary Stable. Alright, so we have to collect these at Ukupacha. Okay. So, okay, which way to the teleporter? Was it? Oh, it's over here. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Ukupacha. Okay, let me check. Once we finish teleporting over here. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's see. Collectibles. Which was it that he needed? The Apothecary Staples. Okay. No. No, that ain't it. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. Hang on. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh! Side quest. No. Regional. Dawntrail. Nope. Okay, let's try over here. No, that ain't it. Okay. Try over here. Nope. Okay, this is gonna be what area are they located at? Let me see. Well, let's just get on a car. Let's see. Not car. Or let's see. Press 5. See what's the nearest one that comes available. Hopefully. If not, I'm gonna have to check on my phone, which probably should have set that one up as well, because I knew this was gonna happen. So let's see. The nearest one's over here. Okie dokie. Alright, there's one. Let's see. Any collectibles to collect? No. Okay. That ain't it. Has to be low to the... Has to be on the lower area in Okapacha, so... Maybe the one that we hear? Maybe not looking at right. Okay, Kazuma Uka. Heritage found. No, not living memory. I know there was some over here. Where are they? No, that's probably the same one as the last time. Alright, let's see. So I can't find the collectibles. No. Alright, let's see. What about mountain salt? No, same area. Patches found, Shaleone, living memory. No, 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 that's not what I need. I have mountain chromite. Oh, the wrong one off. Okay, it might be over here. Okay. Could be one around the edge. Oh, there we go. Right. Oh, I was right. Okay. All right. Let's see. Collected intuition, scrutiny. Okie dokie. That didn't do crap. Hey, okay. That did do something. Oh, damn, it didn't get me. That didn't get luck. Alright, anyway. Alright. I think this is 5. No, 1. 2. And 3. Okay. I'm gonna need some of the stuff anyways. I'm gonna craft these later so I can use this to regain my GP. Plus, at least to 400, so I can take one of the little vials that heal back up the other 400 at least. Okay. Oh. I already get these? Okay, yeah. Excuse me. Okie dokie. I'm already at 300 even. Ooh, double. Another one here. No, it's not gonna get us to 400. Damn it. Okay. Alright, next one for sure. All right. There we are. There we go. Okay. All right. I think that's got us to 400. All right, let's take one of these. Ooh, perfect. Oh, what the heck am I doing? Okay. All right. Okie dokie. All right, let's go with like intuition, scrutiny. Come on. Oh. There we are. Oh, now it gets me. All right, perfect. All right, so I got 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And let's collect the one for the road. There we go. All right. Now that we got 4 of them, 6 of them. Teleport back to Tyrol. And let's meet up with the gays again. All right. There we go. And watch you, Mickey. It is. I wonder what the allied version of this quest line is going to be like. Because now usually they round up everybody together for the final storyline. Alright, let's see. And also you get some special prize, because what did I get for the stadium? I think it might have been a mount? No, I think it was a glamour. Yeah, I think it might have been a glamour. So anyway. Alright, alright, Shun. Alright, Shun. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. That was quicker than I expected. Let's see. Oh my. This delivery is better than I could have imagined. Almost too good, in fact. My customers might come to take such quality for granted. Thank you for your hard work. As always, it's always comforting to see my shelves stocked. In making your first successful delivery, you have begun to earn Shun's trust. Deliver the item Shun needs to deliver the most improved blah 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 for the apothecary blah blah blah. Alright, let's move the story all along, shall we? Alright, Shayun? Or is it Shayun? Shunai? Or I think it was Shunai. Well, he likes what we got him. Let's see how Uvo did. I feel for the big guy. I must say, there's no greater reassurance than knowing I have wares to sell. Even though this was all but a trial run, you conducted yourself flawlessly. Hey. Truth be told, when I first began this endeavor, I didn't imagine I would sell such a wide array of goods. But health is a goal that we all share, and there are any number of ways to pursue it. Take maca, for instance. It thrives in the harsh climates of Ukupacha, accumulating nutrients from the unique environment. It has been a favorite of mine since time immemorial for its nutritional value and invigorating properties. Springstone, on the other hand, is a type of volcanic rock that retains heat rather well, so after a bit of polishing and warming, you can place it in your pocket or directly on the skin, even in hotter regions. It's used to relieve stiff muscles and troublesome aches. I know you came to me seeking gainful employment, but I must say, your own health first and foremost. If anything ever ails you, I would welcome your custom with open arms. Oh, much obliged. And how about Uvo? Speaking of which, I haven't seen Uvo, have you? I hope he hasn't gotten lost. Judging by his story, he arrived in Tyrell only shortly after visiting my shop. His confident strides suggest he knew where he was going, but how could he? Is he here? Oh, there he is. I am returned, Master Shayun. I hope my delivery is met with your satisfaction. Well, I suppose no need to worry. Yes, these are good. They'll certainly sell. Forgive my imposition, but Have you been to Tyrell before, or did you hire someone to guide you? Neither. This is my first time in Tyrell. I have no money for a guide. Yet this city is home to a great many people. If you ask around for information, you can piece together any puzzle in time. That is, of course, if you have the patience to do so. Dang. Does this mean you've reached a decision regarding my employment? Indeed, you did well today. So for the time being, I have no objections continuing our business relationship. Is that what you're calling it? Hey, he's happy. Of course, I'd like to continue working with you as well, Rex. However, I understand you aren't the type to stay in one place forever long. Let's keep it simple, shall we? Stop by whenever you have the time for a few tasks, and I shall recompense yours accordingly. Aye aye. Then it is settled. Don't be a stranger, Rex. Rex, forgive my rudeness for not introducing myself sooner. I am Uvo of Kumagame Village. I hope to learn much more from someone of your experience, just as I hope to learn more of the Shatona from you, Master Shayun. May we all prosper under your tutelage. Oh, something's bothering him. Well, I may prove to be a worthless teacher in that regard, but I suppose I can try. As for mutual prosperity, that depends on us. Oh. That is to say, we need to get selling. My customers will be pleased to see my stocks replenished at last. Okie dokie. Hey. Esteem level increased. Chayun now considers you a greenhorn gatherer. Oh, good. Good for us then. Alright, hey, look at that. Uvo's already hard at work. Damn, Chayun is definitely riding him hard for sure. Alright, anyway. Enough of the innuendos. Alright, Chayun. Good evening, Rex. Are you here for more work? I could certainly use the help. Alright, I'm up for any challenge. Thank you. Having another deft hand at my disposal will speed things along. How's Uvo doing? Oh, right. Which one? Okay. How is Uvo? Oh, okay, this one sounds a lot more personal. How is Uvo adjusting to life in Tuliola? He settled into work rather well, but outside of that, let's just say his complete lack of funds has proven to be a hurdle. Couldn't even afford to lodge himself. Oh, so you're having him at your place, huh? Damn. Alright, he assumed me that he has no qualms sleeping under the stars, but I can't very well have my employees camping in the wilds like common vagabonds. At that end, I invited him to live with me. Damn, they're moving fast. Alright, anyway. He may not always think ahead, but it's plain that in all the other respects, he's quite thorough. He's neat and organized and never once open late, and is ever quick as to ask questions when something confounds him. I suppose this is a natural consequence of his upbringings. He said he never lacked for mentors growing up. A much different life than one I led. The men of my people spend much of their time alone, and as a result, many of us develop habits more lax than not myself included. Even so, I find his scrupulous attitude refreshing. Oh, that's interesting. That's what, is there work to be done? Hang on. I'll keep my comments before. Alright. Just so, Uvo. If you finished with taking stock, I would ask that you accompany Rex to gather a few things to sell. Alright. Of course. Working with someone more experienced than myself is always a pleasure. Right on. Good, good. Today we will be very similar to the last time. I want you to bring me more of my popular products, namely those that benefit the soul. First, cutting from a fragment tree that is said to purify the body of toxins. Secondly, a type of amethyst, type of amethyst that treasured in Dawntrail for its purposes ability of calming troubled spirits. While usage of these items differs slightly depending on the customer's cultural practices, they are generally thought to ward off evil humors accumulated in the mind, body, and soul. Fascinating. Wood and stone. I thought health would be the realm of medicine and alchemy. It makes me wonder what hidden power these objects array might possess. Of course, I only sell products of proven repute, but even that is no guarantee that an item which positively affects one would do the same for another. Some even purchase goods based solely on the fact that they're pleasant to the eye. Souls take many forms, and I have learned. That explains the sheer variety. Do you travel to the continent in search of new goods? That would be a no. Not quite. It depends on gatherers such as yourself, mostly. That and a handful of trusted merchants. I dare not leave the shop unattended for long, you see. And well, I have my reasons for not often venturing beyond the city gates. But enough of that, yes? There is work to be done. You can find what I need in the northern region of Kozumauka. As always, the higher the quality of your delivery, the better the reward shall be. I would like to test my hand in collecting both. Rex and I hardly expect you require any practice, so I trust that you will decide which task better suits your skills. Alright. Guess we're going to Kozumauka. I think after this quest I might have to take I might have to do the trial or something afterwards. I think it might be at the halfway point. So hang on, let me see. Alright, 93. Not yet, not quite, I think. Alright, Kozumauka. Guessing it's in the lower area, so let me just check which ones. Alright, hurry up. There we go. Okay, Kupacha. Kozumauka. Kupacha. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's check that area first. Oops, there we go. What was it? Oh! Marked on my map, I didn't even notice. Probably should have done that from the start, huh? Alright, anyway. So we gotta collect 7. And there's a legendary note as well. Excuse me. Oh, there we are. Alright, let's see. Alright. Here we go. There's intuition. Scrutiny. Come on. Oh, you suck. Hey, we got it up there. Okay. Right, there we go. Hey! Okay, how many of that? 1. Right. 2. And 3. And I think 4. Right, there we go. Alright, do I need anything from here? Alright, let's just collect water crystals. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's go see that legendary node. See what's stuff in there. But it doesn't disappear on us. Alright, it should be... Oh, right here. Okay, there we go. Oh! Oh, I think I have this stuff. Yeah, I do. I didn't see any new dot appear in my inventory, so. Hey, and I got 10,000. 10,000 gil. Perfect. Oops. Alright, where are you at? There we go. Okay, how much? Okay. Can get it up to 400 at least. There we go. And there we are. Like intuition, scrutiny. There we are. How many do we need? Okay, I think we only need 2. 1 and 2. There we go. And now let's teleport back. Hang on. Another note appeared. What does this one have? Ugh. My nose feels stuffy today. Alright, sorry about that. If you start hearing me sniff a lot, it's because my nose is stuffy. Sorry about that. Alright, anyway. Okay, there we are. Hey, there's another person here too. Alright, what is in here? I'm pretty sure that's a collectible. I don't really care. Okay, I do slightly care a bit, but that's just because I'm on me. There we go. I can go ahead and save those collectibles for later. Definitely gotta turn those ones into solution 9. But as for right now, let's go speak with Shune. Is it Shune or Shayun? I think it's Shunai. I think it's pronounced Shunai. I don't know. If you haven't noticed by now, after 4 years, I am not good at pronouncing names in this game at all. Okay, there we go. Hello, Russell, Papa Winnie. Alright, there we go. Words which cater to the our spiritual needed, blah blah blah. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. How much are we getting? You've left me speechless once again. As almost I'm afraid to examine your delivery for fear of tarnishing its beauty. I shall have to maintain a delicate touch. Alright. Alright, Shayun. This is more than suitable. Good work, Rex. You're quite good at this, I must admit. How many hours do you reckon you spent searching for the Earth's finest bounty? You'd be surprised. Alright, Uvo. I am returned. Wood cutting and amethyst. I hope they are up to your discerning standards. Welcome back, Uvo. Let's have a look. Alright. Oh my. Well, I can certainly sell the wood cuttings as they are, but these amethysts, they're almost flawless. Where did you find such a rich vein? I'm something of an expert on the subject of minerals, you see. I hail from snow-capped mountains in Sky Tay Range, where you have not but rock and snow to gaze upon. And to the untrained eye, one stone is much the same as another, but some house singular essences which I have learned to identify. My people believe that these be the souls of our forebears returned from their ancestral home, and we carry them on our person as a form of protection. The Sky-Tay Range. I've never been, but your words paint a picture as well enough. Few of my own country, few of my own continent have traveled so far. So far to say, nothing of travelers from Tyrol. Do you have a map, Rex? I believe I would do Master Shunai well if we consulted it. All right, lucky for you, I have Graha's updated map of the world. Oh, hey, there he is. There's I think this is Garabanya. I think this right here is Razat Han, and this is right here, right by Kugane and Doma over here. And then over here we have Garlemald and the other Hanish states over here that we're probably gonna find out in a future expansion, hopefully. And then over here, I'm assuming yep, I see the dragons. This is Miracidia. Okay. Oh, and then we got Lower Tyrol over here too. We still haven't even, well, damn, there's still a lot we haven't discovered here. Alright, anyway, let's let Luvo speak. Here, Sky-Tay Range. Dominating central Orso, the mountains mark the border between the Burn and the former kingdom of Damaska. My clan is known as Avina Vieira, and their settlements can be found around the Sky-Tay Range. Kugagama is my village. My village is among them. Yeah, I cannot read. As a common with other Vieira clans, the women oversee the day-to-day life in Kugagama, while the men dwell outside its gates as protectors. The land is harsh and unforgiving, but the knowledge of our ancestors teaches us how to hunt when prey is scarce, and forge when the frost kills all but the hardest plants. Excuse me. In this way, we lived until the Garlean Empire rose like a blight upon the earth. Although we were never threatened by them directly, the nations we called neighbors fell one by one to their ambition. Our elders decided to cut off all contact from the outside world, but as time went on, more and more came to realize that such an extreme measure were unattainable. And so, some years back, it was decided that one among us would journey into the outside world to gather the most precious resources of all, knowledge. They must grasp the complex workings of the larger world, attuning themselves to pursue a modern life until it beats with their own. Then they must return to the village and teach all they have learned. And you are this person, I take it? My family name Gawajusta means cloud. Alright, that's what I'm calling your last name. I'm calling you Uvo Cloud. And like a cloud, adrift from the land to land, eventually returning to my home to prove the nourishment rain of knowledge to my people. I see. That is why you're so eager to learn of the Shotona. From their way of life, I hope to exact valuable nuggets of wisdom that would help my own people. I heard of the Shotona. I imagine how we Vieira would live across the sea. How would our long lives play out in a different environment? What sort of society would we build? People so far apart, but so similar. I had to see for myself how you fared. Damn. I apologize for speaking so long. Thank you for lending me your map, Rex. I can tell you deeply care about your people. You bear a heavy responsibility. Oh, okay. Which one sounds like an SM? This one sounds like an Asm answer. This one sounds like an Emmett Silk answer. Okay, let's go with this one. Let's go with the Asm answer. They are my family. Although my path is not an easy one, I would climb even the sheerest cliff for their sake. Oh, you really would, wouldn't you? Never mind that. Thank you for sharing your story, Uvul. And thank you both for a job well done. I look forward to hiring your services again, Rex. Alright then. And with that, quest complete. Hey, self-esteem increased. Shayun considers you a great gatherer. I'll take that title. Alright, anyway. What's the next one? A 95. I think we could take a little break in between. Alright, let's switch over to Paladin. Damn, all that white attire. Alright, anyway. Alright, there we go. And now let's do a trial. Hopefully we get one quick. 5-minute wait time. Perfect. Gives me enough time. Alright, anyway. If we're looking down, my mod. Alright, is my model looking down? Yeah, it is. Alright, anyway. Hey, perfect. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see what. Let me move the mic a little bit so I can see my keyboard. Alright, what trial are we getting up for? Oh, of course! Daddy Issues McGee over here. Father of the fucking year. Pay your goddamn child support. There we go. Oh boy, get out of there. Oh boy. Gotta dodge those.
What visions are these? Out of my way! Is this my weakness given shape?
There we go. Uh-oh. Alright, this is the part that usually confuses me. Ah, you bastard! Oh, damn. I got a 2-bone stack. Oh, why couldn't it have been Dawntrail? I could have collected some paste, crystal paste with that one.
Be gone, along with my pitiful past.
Oh boy. There we go. 22 seconds left. Don't get another bone stack. Oops. There we go. Right button. Oh god. Oh, okay, disappeared. He's about to Hulk out. There we go. Daddy issues. Child issues. sibling issues. God damn, the Rolja really did have all the damn issues.
I'm the worthy king.
He had an inferiority complex despite being birthed
It's no miracle.
from a miracle. Then he hated his own son up until the end. Like, that's your blood, cuz.
This is my path.
God damn, Thoroljo. Buddy, just pay.
In myself.
Buddy, just pay your damn child support. It's not that deep. God damn.
It's mine. The ultimate power.
Alright then.
This power is proof of my authority.
There it is. Oh boy. Step a little bit further. There we go. Oh boy. Okay, let me. Okay, never mind. Healer's got him. Alright, which direction? Right. Oh god.
My will resonates with reality.
Okay, which one's gonna come up first? Okay, those ones. Oh, they'll be over here. Now move over there. Okay, move one up. There we go.
Mine is the path.
Oh boy. Okay. Alright, which one is which? Alright, that one's gonna go over there. That one's gonna go Alright, there we go. Think I'm safe right here. No, I'm not! No, I'm not!
Fly, my blades.
Alright, this one is gonna go over there. Okay, right here. I'm safe right here. Am I? Yep, yes I am.
All is mine to make
Woo!
and unmake. Blade.
Oh boy. Get on this side. Oh boy. Get out of there. Oh, might as well use it. Oh fuck. Ah, I didn't notice it. I was looking down at my keys. That's what I get. Ooh, I'm a little bit closer to the edge there. Really? Let me brick right now? Alright. I know where we're gonna skip it. Okay. Alright. Oh, shit. Okay. I think I might be safe right. No, I am not. Okay. Okay. Ooh, dodge that quickly. Okay. There we go. Good block. Well, which one's gonna have to be? Is it these ones or these ones? Okay, there we go. Yep. Oh, man down! Oh, shit!
No mercy. Evade this.
Hey, there we are. GG. Press it? Okay. Let's give it to the growth guard. There we are. Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay, there we are. Alright, Shayan. Ready for the next part. Gotta move my mic a little bit closer to me. There, we got that done. As far as I can tell, with Shunai, I mean, it looks like to me he'll abandon his clan, by the sound of it, and he's like amazed by Uvo's dedication to his clan. So it's probably gonna be some form of reconciliation with his Shatona clan, by the looks of it. So anyway, let's continue on with the story. It's good to see you, Rex. Come to see how his business is doing. I have finished my work. If you require Rex's aid, then allow me to help. Of course, I am grateful to have such an eager worker in my employ. But I must remind you to rest. Even you have limits, surely. My master has trained me well for my role. An endless journey requires endless vitality, and I was prepared to endure such a trial. Well, I have no reason to mistrust your judgment, but I know you are tiring a long journey can be, so do not hesitate to take a constitutional at your leisure. Goddamn. You do? I thought you really ventured past the city gates. Oh, you seem busy. I should return later. Oh, damn, who's this baddie? Oh my god, I'm sorry, I have a weakness for raw, femrose, Rosgals, and frickin' tall Vieras, or in this case, Shatona. Alright, let's go. Alright, Upayuta. Welcome. Feel free to browse my wares. My employees here shall be glad to help you with anything you might require. Employees? You hired 2 more? 2 more? I'm guessing this might be his older sister. I'd had hoped against I'd hoped against hope that you might quit this foolish distraction after the old codger retired. Just how many moons did you intend to stay cooped up in the city playing shopkeep like a child? Ooh. If there is anything you wish to order, simply say the word. That is why you're here, isn't it? She never did listen. Fine. If you insist on keeping this up, then I could use cleansing supplies for the household. You know where to make your delivery. That was my sister. Born of a different mother, but my sister all the same. And I kind of figured that was the case. I'm not gonna lie, Shayun. I'm in love with your sister. Among Shatona and the Viera, where you hail from, I wager, is not an uncommon circumstance. The gender of my people becomes apparent as we grow. The large majority are women, and with men being somewhat of a rarity. Thus, we generally do not marry a single parent, and is common with other peoples. Most of us have siblings from different fathers or mothers. Regardless of blood, a customer is a customer, and her order must be fulfilled. The delivery of supplies that our people use to cleanse their homes amidst the bustling cities, sprigs of Saka sage, and purifying waters of the Nika Wereweepy. I cannot pronounce that word. Alright. I'm completely out of both, so I'm tasking you with your journey to Shaleone and gathering which best suits of your skills. Alright, you can count on us. I shall go too, and bring back what Rex cannot. Much obliged. Alright, I can already see where this is heading. His sister wants him to come home back to the village, but he doesn't want to for his own reasons, so... Alright, let's help him out, I guess. Okay. Here we are, Shaleone. Actually, you know, we can take a quick detour to Solution 9 and get whatever script we can get with these collectibles. Let's see, where to? Oh, okay. Let's go. There we are. Right, oh damn. Then I realized I finished collecting the mimetic tombs. And the mathematic ones are almost full, so that's good. Okay. Here we are. Hey, wait a minute. I forgot we had these. There we are. Let's fill up. Okay, where... Household cleaning supplies? Is that... Yeah, there we go. Alright. Collected intuition. Scrutiny. Come on, come on! Hey, okay. There we are. Hey! Got it to the max, alright. 1, 2. There we go. 3, 4. There we are. Okay. Let's collect some runcium. I think it's, yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. Need some of that for later. After stream, I guess. Okay, there we go. What the heck is that one going on over here? There we are. we go. Okay. Another one over here. Okay, no. Oh, there's a third one over here. I didn't even notice it. So we got 400. There we go. All right, let's get it up. Go. All right. Oh wait, that probably has collectibles in that node over there. All right, let's go. Like tuition, scrutiny. There we are. And 1, 2. There we go. Hey! And another stroke of luck. There we go. Perfect. Just what we needed. Well, let's go see how far that node is over there. And then we'll go take a little quick detour to Solution 9. Those collectibles that we now need. Where are they at? There we go. Actually, you know what? There we are. Actually, no, you know what? Let's leave that there. Alright, how far is this? Right, looks like I entered the town. Music changed immediately. Ah, there it is. Alright, what collectibles you got? Which are the highest ones? Ooh. Hang on. Let's see which ones do I need the most. Okay, I'm so close to gatherers. Maybe I only need... Actually, you know what? Let's go with the rarefied magnesite. There we are. Hey! There we go. Circle luck. There we are. We're gonna get lucky. Oh! We didn't get lucky, but at least we finished spirit bonding with our gear. Okay, let's see. There we go. 9. Take a quick trip there. Then we'll continue on with the storyline. Okay, there we go. Where to? Nexus Arcade. There we go. Alright. Oh boy, everything's loading up. Oh god, please don't disconnect. Oh god. There we are. Alright, hey! Okay. There we are. Okay, let me... I needed to collect these. To collect... Not the material. Okay, where is it? There we are. Alright, already got these. What did I need? Oh, I need the fishing ones. Okay, there we go. And I got the max. Okay. I maxed out. Okay, let's select over here. There we are. And there we are. Okay. There we go. And there we go. All right, let's teleport back to Shayun. What a boring day. All right, there we go. Hopefully I can... There we go. We are. Let's take these to Shayun over here. Oh, Shunai, I mean. Why am I saying his name? Why do I want to call him Shayun instead of Shunai? There we go, and... There we go. Delivery set and done. That was easy. All right, Shunai. How did we do? Everything seems to be in order. All to my standards. Thank you both once again. Good job, Uvo. You said these cleanse your homes. How exactly? Do they keep insects away, or perhaps do they keep the floors clean? Indeed, they do serve such purposes, but more importantly, they're essential to upholding Shatona customs. Even among those of us living in cities, keeping in harmony with nature is the utmost importance. All things breathe the energy of life, the earth and sea, the rivers and forests, the rain, wind, and sun. Every animal that walks, swims, or flies is beholden to this energy. By attuning ourselves to its flow and unavailing ourselves of its blessing, we become part of it, and thus a part of everything under the heavens. So when we choose a place to live, we do our best to keep things as they are. We fell trees only when absolutely necessary, or else living in natural shelter of caves, such as our small settlements, even make us buildings abandoned by other people. Of course, the Shatona are not a monolith, and since the Dawn Servant unified Tyrol, many have come to hold different values to their ancestors. Nowadays, Shatona are not an uncommon sight even in the metropolis like Tulliola. Some even consider embracing change to be a part of nature's flow. Hey, that's a good sign of change, bro. Sometimes it's hard for people to change because we want to hold true to our core values, and sometimes those core values might not align with the rest of society, so you gotta find a good balance for it. Anyway, however, no small number of city-dwelling Shatona feel an utmost unbearing sense of suffocation when inside cramped buildings. I see. I suppose these supplies are a way of allowing nature's blessing into your homes and maintaining a connection to its cycle. Ah, very keen eye of there, Uvo. Exactly. Saka sage is native to the wilderness of Shelione. It's ported to be closely linked to the greater power flowing around us, which leads to a potent cleansing properties. Kiwi weepy leaves are several feeds into several bodies of water, Lake Torai among them. Such water passes through countless valleys under vast reaches of sky and connects us to the unfathomable journey. Upayota lived near those waters for some time, in fact. After her children set off on their own journeys, she settled down in Tuliyola with a new family. But she still maintains a strong connection to the natural energies she once was surrounded by. Oh, she's a MILF? Oh, I love her even more now. Okay, anyway. So we best not keep her waiting, eh? I would go myself, but I had enough of her scoldings for one day. Could you go in my stead, Rex? You can expect a satisfactory reward for your troubles, I promise. Alright, I guess you can count on me. Oh my god, these two are so gay for one another, I can just tell. Damn, no wonder people love this quest line. Well, self-esteem increased. Shayun now considers you a gifted gatherer. A new quest will be available soon. Alright. Oops. Wait. There we go. Alright, hang on. I have to take a quick break because I need to go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. I have to go to the bathroom real quick. Okay. Oop. Sorry, I had to burp. Alright, Shayun. The cycle of life. What do you got in store for us next? I finished together. Oh, here we go. I finished putting together Upayota's delivery. Please be careful with it. All right. She lives in the represent quarters. Here, I've marked it on your map. Master Shayun, I would go along with Rex with your permission, considering it a diversion from my work. You have been urging me to make time to relax after all. You have a strange idea of relaxation. I see no reason to object. Very well. You both can deliver the package to my sister. Apologies for the imposition, Rex, but let us depart at once. Okie dokie. Different quarters it is. Here we are. Okay, there we go. And okay, there she should be somewhere around here. Oops, wrong way. There we go. There she is. There's that beautiful red-headed MILF. Oh, you two. I saw you at my brother's shop, yes? I take it he asked you to deliver my order. There you are, madam. Yes, everything's here. Just, I must say, these materials are higher quality than I've come to expect. My brother has a good stroke of fortune with you two, it seems. What is it with you and your brother, though? I apologize for my conduct before. It was unbecoming of me. I hope to make amends. Above all, please help my brother succeed in his endeavors. Why the sudden change of heart? You appeared rather unsupportive earlier. I was under the impression you wished for he would quit his shop and leave the city. Why? Surely life here is not as terrible a prospect. I thought there was something different about you. You don't hail from Tyrol, do you? No, he does not. My people value living in harmony with nature above all, and settle only where the harmony won't be disrupted. In small villages usually. They are built and maintained by our women. The men travel from village to village, fostering our bonds with one another. Our families are built upon the relationship between parent and child, and when a child is born, the mother and father become inexplicably bounded to each other as well. Mothers live with their children until they become independent, while fathers continue to travel. Oh my god, they literally leave to go get milk and cigarettes, right? As the seasons turn, the men visit their families, and they come back too at least. Visit their families in each village they pass through. Although their time together is fleeting, it's always precious. We talk until the small hours of the morning, sharing all what has happened since we last met. Fathers tell us how other villages fare, and it makes our small settlements feel much larger. Although there's no one place we can point to our home as the home of the Shatona, we are connected in this way, like the roots of a great tree. Fascinating. We Riviera have such different lives, yet even so, there are shades of similarities. Oh, you got an epiphany. I take it Shunai did not always live in Tuliola then. He used to travel the land as well. The bond with his first family was formed in a small village to the north, among the tall mountains. Yet not long after his departure one season, the village was suddenly destroyed. None survived. Ooh. Damn. no one knows exactly what happened. But those who saw the aftermath said that nothing but scared and scorched earths remained. Scarred, I mean. Scarred and scorched earth remained. A terrible sight. Since that day, Shunai ceased to travel. For 55 years he has lived there. Damn, he's a lot older than I thought. Alright, he's lived in the city, all alone. "55 years? That means... How many winters has Shunai seen exactly? He was born shortly after the formation of Tuliola, so that would make him 80 or so, I suppose. Okay, that makes a lot of sense for Shatona and Vieira. 80! All this time, I've been a fool! His nature is so admirable. I thought him to be the same age as I. How could I forgive my utter rudeness, prying into his past without paying him any proper respects? I must apologize to save my honor and my life. Calm down, it can't be that bad. Okay, you know what, I'm curious. How old are you, Vol? I'm gonna say 25 like Aaronville. I have seen but 32 winters, a babe compared to Shunai. Oh, damn, how old is she? Probably in her hundreds. Alright. Vieira men must pay the utmost respect to their elders. Those who forget this do not live to become elders themselves. I must make amends to Shunai. You are his sister. Please tell me, what can I do to give, what can I give him? I don't think Shunai cares, but you seem quite insistent. So perhaps something he could sell in his apothecary. A Pelu friend of mine told me that the highlands of Ukupacha one can find many rare plants and minerals. Flowers that bloom but once in a many moons, emeralds that enchant patterns, enchanting patterns, I mean, and more besides. A brilliant idea. I shall depart to Ukupacha at once and collect the finest items I can. Rex, I must request your aid. Although the burden machine is solely mine to bear, I fear that alone I cannot gather enough items to make up for the magnitude of my disrespect. Will you agree? Please, would you be my savior? Okay, man, don't need to worry. Thank you, Rex. I shall leave at once. Let us meet again in the apothecary to deliver my offering. Oh my god. Well, that couldn't have gone better. Alright, anyway. Find precious minerals in the second star. Oh, I can just go to Warlord's Echo, okay. Alright, look, there's trouble there. We could patch out is. There we are. Well, looks like Uvo has a lot of apologizing to do by the looks of it. God damn, I really should have known better that he was gonna be some absurd age. Especially when we run into Fanal Village and that 80-year-old bunny girl that acted like she was in her early 20s. But I must mean that she might Upayota might be like in her hundreds, maybe 120, maybe 150. Anyway, although that, yeah. Also, technically, having Uvo be in his 30s, yeah, he is still young for Vieira at least. He's a grown-ass man by human standards. So we're not talking about a human. So anyway, all right, let's see. Oh, we only need one. There we go. Yeah, let's collect some large ore too. There we go. Teleport back. Okie dokie. How much time we got? I think we can finish this up in 2 hours and 30 minutes, I think. Finish up the storyline and then do one last raid before we end the stream. I think that sounds like a good idea. Alright, anyway, there we go. That sounds like a good plan. Alright, let's go. Oh my god. Uvo? Please deliver the rest of my offerings to Master Shunai, I mean. I would do my best, I will do it myself, but I must stay the position as a form of repentance. It is a custom I learned in the Far East, and I have yet to find a better way to express the shame of one's heart. Oh my god. Alright. Welcome back, Rex. Uvo told me about everything. Most emphatically, I might add. There's much I would say on that matter, but as I am taken to understand that you brought me a gift, I would happily receive it from you. Alright. There we go. There you go. My word. Uvo's gift alone left me speechless. Surely this is more than I deserve. Materials of this quality can only be gathered by truly skilled hands. I'm grateful to be sure. Oh my god, Uvo. You precious little bunny boy. All is forgiven, Uvo. In fact, there is nothing for me to forgive. As Upayota told you, my people live with their mothers until they come of age. From her, they learn all the skills and knowledge they need to flourish without any strict hierarchy among the men. While I appreciate your gesture, I would be much obliged if you could continue on as we have been. Aww. Well... As you wish, Master Shunai. I'm glad we reached an understanding. Now let's get back to work, shall we? Before that, regardless of whether or not I owe you respect, I still pried into your past only to state my own curiosity. And for that I am deeply sorry. There's no need. It wasn't as if I meant to keep it a secret. Oh, he is blushing, isn't he? You can that expression tells me all I need to know without them being too really expressive. So let me clear the air. What Upayota told you was true. My travels ended 50 years ago after I lost my family. To us, death isn't something to be mourned. It's merely another part of the cycle of life. I should have carried on and found a new family in a new village. But I could not. Not while the cause of my family's death remained a mystery. Do you truly know nothing? The complete destruction of a settlement, even a small one, surely would not have gone unnoticed. I think you're underestimating how small you could count. You can count the number of houses on one hand. To reach the nearest proper village, we had to traverse two towering mountains. Few could have witnessed the incident. The scale of destruction was too great for bandits. Many have suggested that a Tural Vitriol was to blame. I was lodging in the aforementioned village when the tidings reached me. A few days prior, a streak of light had scarred the skies, so bright it was clearly visible even in daytime. It disappeared behind the mountain peaks, and soon after the earth trembled, the trees and mountains shook, the wind bore dust through the villages. Sounds like a meteor. Perhaps magic called a star down from the heavens. No, let's go with the meteor. That was the conclusion I reached as well. A meteor from the heavens striking my family's home by pure chance. Anyways, it's only a theory. You could think the evidence of such a tragedy would be more definitive, but it hasn't quite been that easy. Wait a moment, please. Okay, what is he gonna pull out? Oh. That definitely looks from Shock Terrell. What is this? Stones like these were found scattered upon the ruins of the heaven themselves wept to see the destruction. I have taken to calling them Azure tears. Well, definitely looks like a teardrop, that's for sure. Having been in this business for so long, I can hazard a guess as to their true nature. And I believe the proof is what befell my family must lie within these fragments. Even so, decisive evidence continues to elude me. Then again, perhaps my desire for answers causes me to see connections where there are none. I wonder what he's thinking about. But even if I wanted to, I can't let it go. Damn. He really wants to find out what exactly happened to his family, bro. Only then could he move on to rebuild his new family with his new boyfriend. Alright, Cheyenne. Shunai, I mean. Welcome back to the Parkasari, Rex. I always appreciate you stopping by. We're busy as ever, as you can see. Although since we last met, Uvo has been acting strangely. He brushes off my attempts to help and works with a singular focus. I think he still believes he crossed the line in asking about my past, and is focusing his efforts on more than usual to make up for his previous effort. All of which is to say, I have no work for you today. Well, it looks like Uvo has work for me instead. Well, if our tasks for the day are done, I think we should try to unravel the nature of these Azure tears you found. Aha! I understand now. You squared away today's work so quickly because you had hoped to employ Rex's energies on the tears. Not exactly. Yet I admit that though that thought did occur to me, I have found it difficult to think of aught else as of late. What could those stones possibly be? Truth be told, I can be scarce imagine how we might prove they are connected to the meteor, as difficult as it is for me to admit. Master Shunai, your theory remains just that. Yet if we were to find similar crystals at another location where the meteor had fallen, what then? Will that not prove the sufficient evidence that the two phenomena are related? I don't think you'll find anything. I've asked all who have listened if they've seen anything resembling these tears, but even the most worldly of my connections, they say they are quite singular. Perhaps they are the only objects of their kind in this world. In that case, they would rather be any they'd be rarer than any precious jewel. I believe your inability to find any information on them gives us all the more reason to look. Rex and I have yet to search for them, after all, and you know our skills at finding the rarest specimens. He's right, you know. We can't give up yet. I want to know the truth. Might as well try. You know what? This one sounds like an optimistic answer. You too. Very well. But I'll only make this imposition on you once. You've done enough for me already. Now, there are several locations in Tyrol where meteors have fallen in the past. The Cyclodus crater is reported to be the largest by scholars who study the phenomenon. However, over the years, nature has healed the scars left behind and the soil has accumulated and the trees have taken root. There's an area known as Dawntrail, but I doubt a little earth and wood would deter you. Somewhere under all that wildlife, you must find the materials that have lain in there since the meteor struck. If you find something that resembles the tears, then we may be able to solidify a theory of what transpired 50 years ago. We'll know where they came from, the meteorite at least. Well then, let us waste no time. Up to Shaktara we go. Alright. There we go. Alright, Shunai. Don't worry about it. We'll find out where these meteors come from. Well, they come from space, but still. We'll find out what the materials are made of anyway. There we are. Oh, perfect. Close by. Yeah, let's take another one. Which one's better? Now let's go with this. Okay. Where's it? Oh, there we go. There we are. Oh! So I want the map right now. I can sell it on the market. Son of a bitch. I already have one. Okay. Never mind. Alright. What deep-person fragment? There we go. Shooting. Collector's intuition. There we are. Hey, there we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, we only need one more. Go over here. Like some crystals. Nowhere near to 400. Oh, there's another person doing this quest line too. Oops. There we are. And there we go. All right, another one to go. One more. And okay, there we are. And there we go. I'm only gonna need one, so. There we are, and 1. There we are. Hey, look like we're finishing up. I think this might be the last mission for the Gatherer's Quest line. After that, we can switch over to I think the raids daily, maybe dungeon daily. I don't know. I'll see. Right, there we go. Watch Mickey. All right. There we go. Shunai. All right. There we go. There we are. There we go. There we go. And there we are. 1,000. Amazing! This is plainly composed of materials entirely different of those found on the surface of Dawntrail. More dense, much more older, and shaped in so beautifully. Besides, you've done well, Rex. With both yours and Uvol's samples, we may be able to reach a conclusion at last. Alright. What's the consensus here? Alright, Shunai, what's the consensus? Did you discover aught? Well, I was able to detect small fragments of deep blue substance. And when I shined a light on it, its color did indeed resemble the tears. But even so, there wasn't enough. As far as my abilities can discern, there's no way to say for certain that these two samples are one and the same. So it looks like another dead end again, I guess. I see. Yet, you admit a possibility that they might be related. These are good tidings. We simply need to keep digging, and eventually we find a sample large enough to give us a definitive conclusion. I did not expect this journey to be finished after just one outing. I shall return to Dawntrail as many times as it takes. Why must you do this to yourself, Uval? You needed not feel obliged to help me resolve this personal matter. At the end of the day, it won't teach you any more about Shatona. You are correct. I admit that digging deep into the soil is not a task that I will help my people thrive. Yet hearing Upayota speak with such affection about her family and seeing you suffer so deeply from the loss of yours, I came to a realization. Though we may call ourselves by different names, both of our people cherish family above all. If my village suffered the same fate as yours, I would not rest until I found the cause. I could not suffer to live with myself otherwise. Damn. And I know you feel the same. That is why you still have the tears, even though they hold not but painful memories. Before you said that your long years running this shop, before you said that your long years running this shop allowed you to guess what the stones were related to your tragedy. And I know that deep down you started this apothecary because you knew it would bring you closer to an answer. As your employee, you only mean that I should help you achieve this goal. Allow me to help you, Master Shunai. Oh, damn, I can see how this guy is gonna fall in love with him. I can see why. Yeah, this storyline's so freaking gay. In the best way possible. So reckless you are in your own journey, but so diligent in helping me along mine. I hope your least managed to save a handful of coins since coming here. No, he did not. If we're going forward with this, I must ask that you spare Yoctorel future diggings. I wouldn't sacrifice the region's natural beauty in my quest, nor damage another's home. There has to be a different way, but I shall require time to find it. When I do, I only ask that you be here to help Rex. Can I count on you? You can count on me. Thank you, truly. I'll have to sell a good portion of my stock to pay back the debt I owe you, but after all is said and done. Okay then, I guess we got another mission. Self-esteem increase. Shunai now considers you a glorious gatherer. Hey. Alright, Shunai. Up, looks like this might be the final one. Alright. You're here just in time, Rex. I will seek counsel from my best gatherers. Uvo, a moment if you will. Before we begin, I would once again like to offer my thanks. What you brought back from Yoctorel was more than I could have ever imagined. Even so, our efforts were lacking. We still have yet to identify the origins of the tears. Have you thought of where we might go next? In a manner of speaking, I suppose. But I must warn you, I can't say for certain we'll find anything. Most of my knowledge of the tears come from stories I've heard from fellow merchants. In fact, there was a merchant from Barracks who suggested Yoctorel as a place of inquiry, given its history with meteors. We often exchange information as well as goods. Excuse me, hang on. Oh, had a slight hiccup. Alright. And although that led to ultimately bore no fruit, looking back, I believe my mistake was relying solely on incomplete information. Did that merchant leave you? You need a perspective from our MOOC to complete your whole picture. Alright, let's go with that one. I see we're on the same track, Rex. The merchant in question was of the Jacques Barrel, and as such may not have been privy to the information from Mamouk. Although the two tribes are now at peace, their history is one of conflict. Even if the merchant hadn't been one of their ancestral enemies, the Mamulja who populated Mamouk are known to be wary of outsiders. I understand times have changed in that respect, but I wonder how realistic it would be to try and seek information in Mamouk. Oh, don't worry, you know someone here who has been to Mamouk plenty of times, and I've dealt with those gatherers before. You've been there before? Of course. We've been working together for so long. I almost forgot about your storied history. Obviously, the rite of succession brought you to every corner of Tyrol. Then I would give you this task, Rex. Go to Mamouk and speak with the people there. Perhaps someone has seen something resembling the tears. Alright. You should accompany him. I can manage the shop well enough in your absence. That's kind of you, truly. But if you're even half as good at gathering information as you are gathering materials, then your talent would be wasted here. Please, go with Rex. I shall remain here and await your gift of good tidings. You can be sure of it. Let us depart from Mamouk. Alright. Guess we'll be off then. Alright, there we go. Off to Mammook we go. Alright, there we are. Oh god. My nose is being stuffy again. Hang on, give me a moment. Also needed some water. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Oh, well, never mind. Don't need a... We don't need a ride there. Alright, how far are they? Okay, not far at all. There's a roll. Here we are. I suppose we now split up and speak with whoever we see. I guess so. You disagree. Ah, yes. Master Shu and I did mention the Mamuja here are wary of outsiders. Then you take the lead. I shall follow and learn. Okie. Alright, let's see what the speech bubble over here. Because the Aetherite. I was taken to understand the Mamook was a rather isolated settlement, yet an Aetherite stands at its entrance. It makes me wonder whether one could be built in my village. Ah, tis a thought best forgotten. I hear the cost of maintaining an Aetherite is quite exorbitant. Every day I spend in the outside, I realize more and more how much it was revolves around money. Ain't that the truth? Alright, Vanilja. Oh, I recognize you. You are with the Baku Jaja, weren't you? What business do you have with one such as me? A crystallized stone shipped in the teardrop? I can't say I've seen such a thing. If I had, I'm sure I would have remembered it. Ooh. Okay, there has to be someone around here who remembers it. Okay, let's see. Go over here. There should be... Oh, in the building. My bad. Alright, Hamiljo. Do you think I remember every single rock I lay an eye on? That is the one thing we don't have in shortage around here. Maybe if rocks could fill a hungry belly, I'd pay more attention to them. But I can't do, I can't. So I don't, oh, now leave me be. Well, they seem nice. Alright, let's go over here. Get in here. Nope. The other one next door. Idle Century, okay. Can't you see I'm resting? Why are you asking me about crystals? Just take a few steps into the wilderness and you'll practically trip over them. Huh? What do you mean that's not what you're looking for? And why do you care what I think? Oof. Damn, these guys are still cold. I mean, they are lizards, so they are cold-blooded, so. Alright, let's see. Discuss the statues. Which one was it? I cannot say I have ever seen statues quite like these before. I take it these are designs that are meant to invoke a Mamuja's head. Of course, I understand the desire to immortalize one's forebears with stone objects. My people do much the same. Yet to build structures of stone in the middle of such lush forest, no matter how many times I see it, I always find it peculiar. Okay, oh. You can go in here. There's the last person. So, Jula. Alright. Why, if it isn't the interesting line of why isn't this an interesting line of inquiry? Dawntrail was once rich with ores of all hues, but I've never heard one shaped like a teardrop. It will take a skilled artisan to make a shape like that. Perhaps if some forces were applied to the ore right in the moment of crystallization, or perhaps if tears themselves were crystallized. But those are only idle thoughts. Either way, I've never seen such a thing with my own eyes. So what have we learned? Not much of use from what I understand. Rex, if you will, I would suggest we approach our questioning from a different angle. If we can say one thing for certain, it is the stone is quite rare indeed. So instead of seeking out right, perhaps we should seek first someone who collects such objects. Alright. Good. It is decided. Let us not lose heart. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, come along, Uvo. Okie dokie. There we go. Let's go through here. Alright. Alright. A gather in Mamook. A friend of mine had a particular knack for it. Every time he came back from a scouting mission, he would have some sort of rare specimen in his hands. It was a nice way to earn some extra coin. He's no longer with us, unfortunately. But his grandson works in Galu Majajika Grove. I hear a deft hand himself. The boy's name was, oh my god, he forgot the name. Well, shit. Okay, so now we're getting to this somewhere. We're definitely gonna go find this other person. This other Mamuja. A collector of rare stones and plants, you say? I'm sure I've heard of it at least once. Yes. I recall the young Gazulja mentioned that his grandfather had quite the collection. He used to bring back all sorts of bits and bobs back in his reconders. I admit, it's been quite a while since we've spoken to Gazulja. I cannot say whether or not he's held to his grandfather's belongings. That story sounds very familiar. I believe that Gazulja's grandfather may be the very collector we seek. Or may have been, rather. Still, the obvious course of action is to speak with Gazulja and see if he still possesses his grandfather's belongings. Let us depart to Galo Majika. Okie dokie. Alright, let's just head up to the wilds. Alright. Alright, little speech bubble here. Alright, Uvo. Discuss the forest. Everywhere we are surrounded by the trees and unimaginable heights. I feel so small in comparison. The clan of Yera, known as the Revolva, who dwell within the Galorma jungle, would likely be unmoved by such a sight. Instead, their eyes would seek out places where the nature complexions would allow them to blend into the surrounding foliage. By contrast, the Viera of my tribe are more suited to camouflage themselves among the snow-capped mountaintops. Still, the fauna of this place does have a unique color. Perhaps I could disguise myself if I so desired. Will you turn around for a moment, Rex? What the heck is he? Hang on. Did he actually do anything? No. Well, alright, one more stop. Here we are. Alright, where's this guy at? Oh! There he is! Gazulja. Oh, hello. Did you need something from me? You're Gazulja, right? Grandson of the renowned collector we have heard. I am. My grandfather was indeed one fond of showing off his collection. But how in the world did you know that? Well, we went around and talked around in Mamoja village for starters. Oh shoot, 2 hours. Okay. That explains everything. Still, this is quite an unexpected visit. And we thank you for indulging us. So, did your grandfather collection contain anything that might resemble the stones we told you about? Yes. What you're describing made me recall one of his favorites, in fact. Oh. I'm sad to say, I lost it when I was a child, though. But my memory of it is crystal clear. I see. Unfortunately, a memory is not enough for us to judge whether the two are related. I may know where he found it. As you heard, my grandfather served as a scout for the Mamuja and for when the Mamuja and the Shabarel were at war. He was known as a swimmer without equal and used the cenotes to travel to every corner of the forest unnoticed. Cenotes? Those are the springs which dot the forest, correct? Correct? Are you saying they're connected somehow? Yes, a network of tunnels running underneath the earth. One can travel the width and breadth of the forest, if you know where to go, that is. I remember my grandfather said he found the crystal on a mission to Shakbarel and was lying there on the cenote floor as if waiting for him. It's likely that he found it in in Oak Ico Rex Tosli, where the water once ran red as blood. The Shabarel would bury their fallen warriors there, and none expected a scout to be bold enough to trespass. This story has a promise. The samples we found before we pulled from deep layers of earth formed at the time immediately following the meteorite's impact. There is no telling how far down these tunnels reach, but doubtless they pass through the same layers. Naturally, material from these layers will be corroded and settled to the bottom of the cenotes. Yes, this is a promising indeed. Okay. Kasuja, you have given us direction. Thank you, truly. No, thank you for allowing me to remember my grandfather so fondly. May you find that which you seek. Let us make our way to Trek Sotor, Rex. Okie dokie. Alright. Let's go follow the Twinkle Rabbit boy. I think after this, we can transport back. And then after that, we'll do the raid or the dungeon, whichever I want to do. And then we'll end the stream. And then after that, I'll explain what I'm going to do next week. Probably on a Sunday as well. And probably just WWE 2K, I think, maybe. I'll have to see. Anyway. Alright, where are you, Vo? There you are. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna have to go in the water. Oh well, at least I have the coaching blessings, I can breathe. So this is Iku Rocks Solji. Solsti. Alright. Find it hard to believe that these waters were once stained red with the blood of war. Luckily, the cenote is now clear, and our vision should be unclouded as we search. Or should I say your vision? It is difficult to confess. Oh my god. As you know, I was trained among the snowy mountaintops. You can imagine how poorly I might fare in a body of water. Although it shames me to place this burden on your shoulders, I'd rather my soul not join that those were set adrift in the cenote. That is, of course, assuming you possess the skills that I lack. Don't worry, I have a cogent blessing. I will survive. Good, good. I've been able to depend on you when I find myself wanting. You shall be an example I strive to emulate in my future travels. I shall stay here and await your safe return. Good luck. Alright. Alright, dive. Oh, shit. There we go. Holy shoot, okay. Where to? Ah, there you are. Alright, oh. Oh, I need that. There we are. And there we go. That was easy. Alright, which way? Alright, Uvo. You've made it! We're down there for so long, I began to fear the worst. You must be half fish for how in fatigue your lungs are. So, did you find it aught? Indeed I have. To the best of my recollection, this looks almost exactly like the stone Master Shunai had. Its shape is unmistakable. Unmistakable blue. We did it, Rex! It appears our intuition was correct after all. This crystal is a remnant of a grievous wound dealt to the earth. 'Twas the case of ancient times, and 'twas the case 50 years ago. We must return to Master Shunai with haste. Alright, there we go. There we go. And I think we're just about to finish anyway. Oops. Wrong button. There we go. Alright, Shunai. I've never seen you two so excited to bring me a delivery. I take it something good is in store? Indeed it is. Where did you... Did you really find this in Dawntrail? But how? You delved to the bottom of the cenote, but the waters are so cold, and the caverns are so labyrinthian. Not to mention the single misplaced stroke, you could cloud your vision with sediment. Even so, here you are before me. I'm more than grateful for anything else. Shunai's apothecary could ask for none more skilled, none more brave than you two. I'll start examining it right away. Soon, we will have our answers. Alright. Oh, definitely identical. You found the impossible. I can say without a shadow of a doubt this fragment is made of the very same material as the Azure tears. Tears. I found my ruined home. And when you have proven your theory, so to the true nature of these stones and how your village met its fate. I am now certain that these stones form much in the same way as obsidian does near volcanoes. When minerals are melted by extreme heat, they cool into glassy clumps. In this case, when the meteor struck, the heat must have not only melted the earth, but sent it flying into the heavens. In the air, it cooled into the shape of a wilted petals, the shape of tears. But they hold something else as well. The meteorite brought instantous destruction into the area of its impact. The plants, animals, and people gone. Their life force shattered into the air. Scattered into the air. I see. It is Aether with sleeps in the stone. When the energies fail to return to the life stream, it crystallizes. Just so. I believe these are more than lumps of glass. The blue light and the shining essence of all that was taken from me. For 55 years, I searched for 55 years, and I knew one thing. The answer would never bring them back. And I knew that even if I proved the cause of my tragedy, the revelation would bring no comfort. Even so, the land of Tyrol wept that day, and for all that was lost in an instant. Now that I know that I can move beyond my sorrow, I can remember my family as they were. Their smiles, those bright days we shared, our happiness. Thank you, you two. I feel as if a great weight has been lifted from my shoulders. Within nature's grand cycle, the life I lived back then shall remain a shining beacon. I knew you had not strayed from your roots. We simply had to help you dig them up again. I guess so. It may soon be a time to depart upon another journey. The first in a long while. Not to find a new family, per se, but to attune myself to nature's rhythm once again. You have brought me pieces of much greater whole that I would rejoin. I shall let the wind's breath carry me where it will, and so as long as the boundary's horizon is before me, I shall walk. A worthy goal. Indeed it is. Well, that was kind of sweet. Alright, let's see the ending of this. Although you may tire of my praises, I'd like to express my thanks to you both once more. You would have been an exceptional help if you did nothing more than gather what I asked. But you went far beyond that. Likewise, I learned more of the Shatona than I could ever hope. Yet my own quest is far from over. I will take this opportunity to go out into Tyrol and experience all it has to offer, the culture of the Shatona included. So if indeed you plan to leave the city, I ask that you allow me to join you. Oh, damn. Already on their first date. Besides, a journey is only as good as your companions. Or so they say. You have room for another? Nah. Why limit your journey to just Tyrol? Oh, this is such an awesome answer. You pose an interesting question. I can't say I had a particular destination in mind, so a trip across the salt will be as good as any. Perhaps I might find someone to guide me across the world's breadth in exchange for a ramble about Tyrol. Does anyone suitable spring to mind? I mean, I can think one bunny boy in mind. Oh, he's teasing him already. Either way, these are decisions to be made in the future. For now, I don't intend to close up shop. Truly? Regardless of my reasonings for starting this apothecary, I've been quite fond of it. I say nothing of my loyal customers. Abandoning them without notice would be unseemly. And besides, how long do you believe you can travel with such a light coin purse, Uvo? Sleeping underneath the stars and foraging for your own food will only take you so far. Soon you'll be penniless in Tyrol. Less hospitable climes might very well take you. I can't. You can stay here and earn every bit of coin before our trek. I would be a terrible owner if I let one of my best workers be so reckless. Oh man, these guys are so gay. These are so gay for one another, you can just tell. So for a while at least, let us continue on where we have been here. There's so much more to be done after all. Well, alrighty then. Okay, let's see. Gather, Perspection, GP. Alright, let's go with Gather. And with that, we have finished the final Hachi Meki Meki quest line. Yay! Devastating contributors. Shinai task complete. Now considers you a genius gatherer. Alright then. Oh! Looks like we already got the appreciated value. Okay, let's see. Let's see this final quest line. I didn't think we would have it so soon. I thought we were waiting another couple of patches for it. Alright. Hey! Alright, hang on. Let me remove the... There we go. Nope, not that. There we are. Alright. Well, if it isn't Rex, come to sample the fruit of your labors. These shops have gone from failing to flourishing. With business blooming, a delightful idea has been simmering in the back of my mind. A plan I'd always hoped to put into motion. Now I can believe. Now that I think of it, your help would go a long way to ensure success. Might be willing to hear the particulars. But the middle of the Clamor's Market, no place for such conversation. Would you wait for the at the Gorching lens? Where is that? Oh, okay. I can go wait over there. All right. Now let's teleport. I think the forebear cabins. Where you at? There we go. Four-end cabins. My mistake. Okay, where to? Oh, right here. Perfect. I wonder what's the secret gift we're gonna get. An emote? A new glamour? Alright. My apologies for the wait. Time is pearl, as they say. Let us not waste any moment anymore. As you know, our country has endured much in the recent times. The right of succession had scarcely concluded when the dome appeared in Yasulani. Then came the invasion, and the former Dawn servant was slain. Even so, I cannot help but feel this strife has only strengthened the bonds between the people of Tyrol Even the Yakui have seen fit to come down from the mountains to visit. More heartening still, the Tuliolan citizen previous lost to the dome have been returning home in greater and greater numbers. I can only assume we owe it to the government's efforts and to repair the railroad. Oh yeah, you can thank me for that. It looks like something else is in your mind. All that being said, I think we need now is a good sell, don't you? Yes, a sale of prodigious proportions to celebrate our nation's melting pot of myriad cultures. After all, that is what Tuliola is, not a house of countless beads itself. We'll call it the Wachumeki Appreciation Sale. Damn, once a merchant, always a merchant. Invite vendors from across the continent to take part. Does that sound splendidful? As that happens, a merchant by the name of Malbulu, hey, Malbulu, has been seen traveling around to roll on my behalf, speaking to anyone who, or everyone who might be interested. Everyone save those still living in the dome, but I feel it would be reminiscent not to extend my invitation. Our relationship with them is complicated, one to be sure, but Turol is no less their home than ours. The pretense here would afford us all the chance to extend hand-handed friendship. And I am yet woefully uneducated about their cultures, and truly make arrangements for this event are demanded by the sole focus of my intention. Which is why I like you to enlist an aid of someone intimately familiar with the present circumstances. Someone like you, provided it's not too much trouble, of course. Right, of course. None shall go unappreciated on my watch. Let's go with that one. Thank you, Rex. You might be the most dependable artisan I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. Hey, there's everybody. The Wachumeki has no shortage of candidates vying for that title. In fact, the fine folks have volunteered to assist with all facets of the event preparations. Ropali is insistent you help as well as he. Then we've vitable armies worthy of support behind us. Ropali has assigned me to Yasalani's expedition. I'm glad to be traveling with you, friend. And me! I got my Shaktora permit, and I am ready to go. While you three are handing off the rest, while you three are off handing that, the rest of us will be putting together some eye-catching advertisement for the big event, with quantity and quality in equal measure, of course. I am pleased to say Zimawani has also volunteered to assist in the preparations, though I suspect his motivations lie entirely in the prospect of hearing tales from the dome. In any case, I pray for a sizable turnout. Alright then. Well then, our expedition team, your destination is a settlement found on the outskirts of the dome. Rex, can I count on you? Of course you can. Wonderful! Travel safely and report back once they have settled in. As for the rest of us, let's work together. Remember, no one is to overexert themselves. For we'll need as many hands we can to get the customers once the sale is underway. Well, alright then. Alright, let's get going, boys. Alright. Alright, Shunai. When I said I might soon embark on a journey, I must confess, this is not what I had in mind. Nevertheless, I'm ready when you are, Rex. With your training running again, with the train running again, I know that the trip will be especially eventful, but Uvo insisted on tagging along as a bodyguard. A little car raid is quickly becoming a merry band, it seems. The more the merrier. Seeing the Parmeshans in town for a visit, I invited him along too. Now, I invited him too now. What do we say, Ozy one out? Alright, let's come to the outskirts. Holy shoot. Hey, Uvo. A hunter first and foremost. Which isn't to say I don't have the experience as a guard. Still, I'm relieved to have you with us. Damn, he came all this way because he was worried about his boyfriend. Isn't that sweet? A machine? I admit, it is nerve-wracking to be so far from home. But Uvo has proven reliable in combat, as I have my magics, of course. Okay. Good night. I knew Yasulani had changed, but this is how the Shatona managed to survive out here with all this time. Oh, you'd be surprised there. The desert had my feathers fluffing up something fierce, and now this lightning got my wings all tingly. The sooner we finish our work here, the better. Now, how do we reckon we go about asking these folks to join our event? Seeing how different the life must be here, I worry we might not see eye to eye. Same as we ask any good neighbor. That was the only answer I could see. Nothing else for it, eh? Let us split up and inquire, but just know that we'll be counting on you to fish out the trouble if it comes. Indeed, okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, let me zoom in. Where... Okay. Alright, let's see how John Hana was doing. Alright, let's see this cutscene. Perfect timing, Rex. I was just asking this fine lad if he had like to come to see Tuliola, but sorry, but I'm not sure I want to travel outside the barrier. Gathered I was born and raised in Yasulani, but as a child then I scarcely remember it. As far as I'm concerned, this is my home now. Wait a moment. Aren't you the visitor who was asking about fish native to Heritage Found? What was that about, if I may? Honestly, forgot myself. I need to remind myself. This vulnerable fisherman here came here at my request and caught a fresh surgeon. I might master my tribe's magical arts. And he managed to hook one. That's no small feat. A fellow aficionado, are we? Well, tell you what. Make the trip to Tuliola, and you're welcome to browse my collection of fresh and fantastic specimens at Fish Fancy Don Hanu. Now that's an offer I would hardly be pressed to refuse. Oh, why not? Perhaps I'll invite my family along too. Atta lad. Thank you. But before I let you go, I'd love to hear a bit about the local swimmers. They've certainly become fast friends, haven't they? I suppose we have expected to find a fish enthusiast every far-flung corner of the realm. If nothing else, everything appears to be going quite smoothly now. Leave it to us. We'll see to it that he and his family make it safely to Tuliola. Alright. Now let's go speak with the two bunny boy boyfriends. The two bunny boy newlyweds over here. Let's see what they, how they're gonna convince these guys. Okay, let's see. Where are you? Then the other... Oop. There we go. Oh, it's all bunnies. Since it is an appreciation sale for all the people of Tyrol, naturally the citizens of Alexandria would be most welcome to take part. That sounds like a marvelous idea. It's something of traveling merchant myself, you know. From local farm produce to electric ore, I aid in the distribution of all manner of supplies. Perhaps someone among my network of contacts could help me put together a storefront in your event. So the Shatona way of life within the dome is no different than without the centered on the blessing of the land. Blessing of the land. You sound like my mother. Perhaps our way of living is the same, or perhaps not. I've never I've never even seen the old Yasulani, so it's hard to know for sure. Say, before we worry ourselves with this appreciation sale, why don't the two of us get to properly acquainted? I'm sure there's much you could teach me. Wait, is she hitting on him? How is he gonna react? Teach! You misunderstand. I am no expert on the Shatona. I am merely visiting Vieira from the Orthord. That does have to, what does that have to do with anything? He is trying so nice as to say that he's not interested in her because he's gay. Alright, I suppose it doesn't. Well, Uvo is undeniably great fun to tease. I'm gonna ask you press no further. We need all the able hands we can to prepare for the sale. I'm not leaving without him. Fine. In you know of an apology, I'll be sure to acquaint with the relative parties. I hope we'll meet again in the safe. Poor Uvo. Well, at least his boyfriend had his back. Alright, anyway, okay. We're back to Toliolo. Meet you guys there. How much time we got? Oh my god, we're almost in 3 hours. Good lord. Alright, I definitely need to do that. Definitely need to do that on the one raid and then end the stream after that. So, I'll promise that. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Hey, Russell Jim Papawani. Let's go there. Oh, wrong way. Alright, Ropey. You have returned to from the dome. The expedition team is finding success, I hope. Indeed they are. Excellent. You have my thanks for overseeing their efforts. While you are at it, would you do me a favor and check on the rest of our dear shopkeepers? In particular, I'd like to know how Pamika and Zamawani are faring, and I think they would be heartened to see you. You'll find them processing entrance in the Arch of Dawn. No, oh, god damn it. Okay. There we go. Okie dokie. Which is closest? Foreign cabins, I think. Whew! Got me traveling all over Toliolo. Oh well, there we go. Mouse was malfunctioning a little bit. Am I running? Okay, I'm running. Alright, Pamika. Good to see you again. Oh, you got a Yakui with you. That was Amawani too. To preserve a stall at the event, you must first submit the proper paperwork. But if you... Oh, this is the guy we have met in Ukupacha. Oh, I think. Oh, I forgot to upload the Yakui storyline. It's still my backlog in my computer. I haven't edited. I think I only edited 2 parts. I haven't edited the other part. I really should get on that. Oh, so they're inviting everyone from all the storylines, from Mabalu, and I'm thinking Volja as well. Maybe on here. I'll have to wait and see. But I remember this Pelu over here, and his Yakui bodyguard. So, anyways, fill out the form. You need only tell me what to write. By all means, spare me the hassle. But first, are alpacas allowed in the market? Peddlers like me, like myself, wouldn't have any business at all. We are not for our fuzzy four-legged friends. Let's see. I see. Let's write a request under special accommodations. Then, as long as you keep the stall clean, I don't foresee any issues. Thank you kindly. She's very well behaved, I assure you. By the way, this I hear about this is serving juice blends most days. I get on by on mate. I get by on mate, but I would love to stop by and have a cup if I could find it at the time. We're currently planning a catalog of storefronts that will open the business during the sale. I'm sure you'll find plenty that suit your fancy. Oh, these are not the Palo in the... I deal primarily in stone sculptures, and I will a tool traditionally used in carving them. I'll create a miniature, of course, of to fit the Tuliola hand. Wonderful. Everything seems to be in order. Allow me to fill out the vendor application on your behalf. If you should have further need of my pen to prepare signboards or price tags, I will be happy to assist you. That would be most helpful. The script here here holds no meaning to Yakui like myself. This sale is shaping up to be the most wondrous event. Would you not agree? Beautiful tapestries and different cultures threaded together by the spoken words. Which reminds me, I'd love to hear more about your culture. Surely you have a little time between tasks. Zamo wanted you scoundrel. This is why you volunteered to help. To hear more stories. You need not worry about us, Rex. We're tasked with welcoming all the visiting merchants, and it's been a steady stream thus far. Really, if anyone's struggling at the moment, I fear might be Jarilja. She agreed to handle the promotion so we could focus on assisting visitors. You should be able to find her in the Bright Room post. Well, alright then. Oh my god, damn, it's really sending me everywhere. Wow, this one quest line alone is gonna give me an extra hour of stream. Oh, it's really funny actually. Anyway. Okie dokie. Which one was it? Oh, Bright Room post, there we go. And, hey, there she is. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do Honolulu's voice, aren't I? Ugh, okay. Bear with me here. I know how hard it is for you folks to work every day and keep Tutiola safe. I have just the thing to put a spring back in your step. This event has given our thanks to sweet work for the whole community. They're currently landsguarding. Tell us your Friday friends to come and take a try a juice mix or what you're making appreciation sale. Hey, that guy's happy. Sorry, Rex. I didn't mean to ignore you. I just couldn't risk losing my momentum. We're handing out free samples, you see, to help promote the sale. Honolulu has been great help thus far. Almost no grumping. if you can believe. Even unlocked an agreement. I'm a little nervous of our Alexandrian guests. To sample our wares, though, if they hate all of our drinks. You spent some time inside the dome, haven't you, Rex? What can you tell me about the Alexandrian palate? Oh. Juice transcends all borders. Good juice transcends all borders. They have energizing drinks in vibrant colors. Oh, you know what? No. Yeah, because of the energy drinks. I'm going with that first option. Oh, hang on. Ah. Alright. You know, that sounds a lot like Bwana soda. Maybe they will like my drinks after all. Bishok! The real job will never be a master juice keep while scouting the doubtfuls of an amateur. Oh, there he goes. There he goes, being a grump again. Beg your pardon, I was merely trying to be considerate of our customers' preferences. Is Rex ear catching these idle flaps? If it wasn't for the professional stuff seeker Hyalox, the real Joe would give herself belly pains from so much overthinking. Ignore our squabble, Rex. You've given me the confidence I need to offer my refreshments to everyone who visits Mochimeki. No matter where they come from. Alright. More importantly, I do believe oh goddamn, I miss Roja and her sweet freaking muscles! Oh! Sorry, I love her and Papawani, bro. Alright, anyway. And her assistant, so Roja and her assistant are building some rather unique promotional decorations for at our workshop. Would you go and see for yourself if you haven't already? Will do! Okay. So where is the freaking Aether right over here? I think they're the final ones we need to visit, if I'm not mistaken, because we already visited Shunai and Donhanu, and Pamika and Zamawani. So let's just go over here. There you are. There you two are. That's my favorite lesbian couple. Ah, Rex, welcome back. I take it things are going well and out inside the dome. Oh my god. Look at this thing. Alright, I'm glad to hear it. While you've been gone, me and Papa Wani have been rigging up these good big old decorations for the appreciation sale. I designed them to resemble dirigibles, like those stationed at the landing into the west. To me, they are a symbol of Tuliola, connecting all our disparate communities in a fashion not unlike the chain of a necklace. Progress has been steady too, owing to Pamika's generous provisions of cloth and paper. Now all that's left is to decorate Wachumeki with our finished pieces. But well, now that you're here, might you be willing to place them for us? I'd like to use that time to have I have left to keep building. Oh, hang on, let me read that. I kind of misread that. Alright, I'd like to use the time we have left to keep building. If that's alright, I think a few more would really set the mood. I really want the sale to be successful, Rex. Once you finish, let Ropoli know we're nearly done here. Alright, you can count on me. Alright, oh damn. Alright, one right here. There we are, one dirigible down. Another one down. And final one. Alright. Hey, perfect. Alright, now let's speak with Ropoli over here. See what he has to say. Demerix, how is everyone doing? Everyone's doing great. It seems they're passionate about the sale as I am. I appreciate you for checking in on them. Likewise, my preparations for the process is apace. All that remains now is to ensure that our visitors are permitted entry into Tuliola. Speaking of which, I received word from Shunai that he and the others will soon be here, accompanied by all those who wish to peddle their wares in the sale. Why, I can see the ballroom, the balloons from here. There's nothing like adding a touch of flair to a busy market, don't you think? If everything keeps up to schedule, it won't be long before Meki Appreciation Sale is ready to begin. Stay and watch a while, won't you? Alright. Let's see. Oh, look at the little Mamulja. Dang, it's bustling everywhere. How about Bawana soda? The herbs and spices will prick you right up. First of all, first timers can tasty chirp the crisp cold fizzy pop free of charge. Oh, damn. Books for sale. A little relative here in town. Certainly you're in luck. Oh, damn, I didn't get to read it fast enough. While we're at it, you should tell you the new home. Any recent developments to share? How about a sturdy set of metal tools? Have them ready before you leave. We'll craft them to fit your hands, of course. Quality guaranteed. Hey, it looks like the sales are a raging success. Don't tell me, ladies. Which of these fancy catches do you fancy the most? If you're interested, I can teach you how to cook them. Rest assured, I have no intentions of closing up shop either way, especially now that I have a reliable supplier. Oh, damn! He sees nothing but love in his eyes, man. Well, at least he let her down easily. Did I not hear her invite to you to browse her wares? Have you no interest? Of course I do. She said she's brought a variety of traditional Alexandrian handcrafts and other national exports. But I am on duty at the moment. Sure you are, Uval. Yo! Alexandrian food. Square grapes. Oh, Rex. The What You Meki sale is a tremendous success. Warms my heart to see so many happy faces on both sides of the bartering table. Commence a delicate balance between supply and demand, between customers who labor for coin to spend, be it Pelu or Gil, and merchants who labor to receive it, only to spend it elsewhere, in turn. In that way, we are What You Meki. All of us are beads in a chain of commerce. Indeed we are. Not that we're waiting. Now what are we waiting for? This is a golden field opportunity. Get out there and browse to your heart's content. All right then. I wonder if there's going to be an Alexandria installed from here on out after this. Kinda hope there is. I'll check it out later after stream. Alright. Truly, it is a joy to know that many have enjoyed the sale. And to think we're not further supporting skilled artisans like yourselves. Fair shops might still be struggling to this day. Yes, I dare say this event is a gesture of appreciation for you as well, Rex. I hope we can always count on your patronage here in Wachumeki. Oh, I got a table. Oh, it's a tabletop. Okay. And with that, we are finished with the story. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what achievement we got here. What award? Beater of Bonds. Okay, that's not an interesting title. All right. Now, before we finish up the stream here, let's switch up to... screw it. Let's do it as Viper. Alright, let's do this as Viper then. Alright, we already did trial. Alright, let's do normal raid. Hopefully it's not too long of a wait. 5 minutes, alright. Alright, anyways. Oh, perfect. Alright, let me remove that. After this, we'll wrap up the stream. And yeah, then we'll see what we're gonna do on next Sunday. Let me drink some water first before. Hopefully not too. Oh fuck off! All right. Hakale. Of course we're gonna be facing Hector. Okay, I definitely gotta pay attention because I don't remember this fight at all. Alright, there we go. Oh, I like this guy's glamour. Alright. Alright, we gotta wait for this person's cutscene to finish. How do you like my glamour? Do I look cool? Do I look like a king? Oh my god, that face looks so intimidating. Dude, I also really like these eating weapons. I wish it was two-step die, but I can't really complain anyways. Oh, dude, I love this chick's glamour. That's so cool. Alright, there we go. Alright, I gotta definitely pay attention because I honestly forgot how this one goes. And I probably might die a lot. I was kinda hoping we get like something like the Tyrant or Van Patel, one of the later ones, because I need to collect the crystal oh shit. Oh wait, I'm not a tank anymore. I don't need to. The crystal paste, there we go.
Even I felt that one off, but the challenger's still standing.
Oh, Lariat incoming. Oh, here we go. Pay attention. Oh shit! You fucker! Oh, come on. This is what I mean, I wasn't paying attention. Uh-oh. Right, keep dodging, keep dodging.
You should know that I have a short fuse.
We've noticed. Oh shit. There we go. Oh, man down.
Bye. The challenger went down hard.
Oh boy. I'm doing good so much.
Don't mind me. Throat's a bit parched.
Knowing what I know now, the fact that this is all just a ploy is hilarious to me now.
Banned compound detected. Competence disqualified.
Out of the way, tin can. My word, he just assaulted the referee. The scoundrel. No more distractions.
Oh boy. Ooh!
A vicious blow.
Barely dodged that.
Leave a mark.
Oh, doing good so far. Oh, fucker! Oh, I should have known he was gonna do the opposite direction.
I can't lose. I won't.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh damn, I wanted to use LB. I guess that was a late. And GG.
It's
Alright, let's give it to the cool looking glamour.
until next time.
Alright, sorry Hector. Oh, we had to do that to you, buddy. Alright, I guess it's as good as him. Okay. What the hell? I just spawned in front of him, sorry. Alright, anyway. I guess as good as time as any to wrap things up. You can follow me on my socials, my Twitter /X handle that like a _Rex. Or on my blue, or you can follow me on my Blue Sky, which is blue sky bleh, Rex like a kitty bluesky.social.com. And also I have an Insta /Threads, which is mostly there to just to exist, which is official _Rex like a kitty. You can watch these VODs on my watch channel, which is Rex like a kitty VODs as a capital VOD and a lowercase s. Or you can watch me here on Twitch when I'm able to stream. Thank you for thank you for coming to my stream, and remember, Lagadors, keep your head cool and that fighting spirit burning red hot. Later, Lagadors. Bye.